If you don't know, Lowe's is a building material and garden equipment and supplies dealer, having over 2,000 stores in America. But this Lowe's store, with this Lowe's employee, left me truly astounded at the audacity one person can have, all while checking us out of the garden center. A literal house of plants, vibrant in both scent and color. Then there was this turd lady with a turd look and a turd attitude. I said it, let's get into it. And it was less than 5 minutes of interaction. Let's get into the story. Tell me why. I just came back from the hardware store and I'm so
heated.
I was not planning on posting this, but I figured for 2 reasons I would. First of all, I am heated at the hardware store. Heated at the hardware store should be the title of this video. And 2, I have a video that I feel like will be my most cinematic masterpiece uploaded to this channel yet. But I'm trying to be consistent. So the story is, we went to Lowe's, aka hardware store, department store, I don't know what the category actually is. They got 2 main ones where I'm from. They got Home Depot and Lowe's, right? You got the blue or the orange. Who team are you for? I'm starting to go orange after this interaction. And I let Lowe's know. Never have I actually considered to do the survey at the end, but this lady needed to go. Let's get into the story. It's like the perfect summer day. You have a nice breeze. It wasn't too sunny, but you don't see a cloud in the sky at the same time. Yesterday was super humid, so you're almost more grateful today for how nice it is. It's barbecue day. Let's cook up some meat on the grill. So me and the fam working on this barbecue. My mom and I head over to Lowe's to get lighter fluid and some charcoal, aka ingredients for the barbecue. And a plant or 2 because we need like a shade medium sun plant to put somewhere in the garden. 3 ingredients to our recipe of things to get to Lowe's. At Lowe's. 3 things on our shopping list. We walked in through the door, the main lobby. To the left you have painter samples, to the right, oh, the plant section. We'll get there in a moment. Since it's summertime, you have that summer things. You got the barbecues and you got the charcoal. First thing on the list. Things are going swimmingly. It's going so fast. We're on track and I didn't even know we had a track to be on. We are doing so good. We were just feeling efficient. We were feeling good. We're like, okay, let's find this lighter fluid because I think we actually weren't sure if they had lighter fluid, but if they sold barbecues, I feel like it would be a foolish move to not also sell lighter fluid. I walked over, I was like, okay, I think I'm just gonna ask somebody because I honestly have no clue where to look. Because it's kind of in this, they had this area which was more displaying the barbecues, but then they had to the side of it, in this kind of, it felt like a hidden section if you don't know where you're going, which we didn't know where we were going. That is where all the barbecue stuff is. That's where the lighter fluid is. So we didn't know we were already there. So we went left when we were supposed to go, right? We went left and I was like, okay, I'm gonna find a coworker. We find these 2 coworkers talking to each other. It was chill. I was trying to be nice. I was a little awkward. I was like, why the heck did I wait for like 2 feet apart? That's fine. Just to give you a picture. It was this guy with very like light features, blonde hair, this mustache, but he was like so blonde that it takes you a moment to notice it, right? The uniform on as you expect. They had this nice lady, she had a pretty smile, got the braids in. They were just having a convo. And I was just like, oh, hey, quick question. Do you guys have lighter fluid here?
Oh yeah.
The guy says.
Aisle 26. And
he walks over with me.
Aisle 27, aisle 26.
And then we go over to 26. He wasn't wrong because it was touching aisle 27. It was on the side of the other aisle, but it was in the lane of like 26. So boom, second thing on our list, lighter fluid. Now this is what we expect to be the peaceful, chill part of the trip. We were like, we're doing so well, this took no time, we're gonna have barbecue, vibes, extra vibes, summer vibes. We walked out and it was so pretty. It's about like 6 o'clock at this point, maybe right before 6. The sun was setting and they have these kind of like a clearish plastic roof, so the sun does peek through and it kind of diffuses the light and makes it feel even dreamier. And the plants were fully stocked. The aisle had so much ferns, which it's one of my favorite plants. This guy, he's a fern. He lost a part of it. A crinkle fern. The way that everything was set up was so pretty and I just considered taking a picture, ended up not doing it. Like, okay, maybe these, and then we look at the back section before we go, the sales section, and guess what? They were there. They were there. It was stocking day. They had some pretty good health ones that were there, which for our Lowe's is actually pretty rare. I don't think they know how to take care of plants that well. Low key. But in this case, we actually got a save. We got a deal. I'll show you those. très jolie, very beautiful. They were very satisfied. We got a deal. We got basically 2 for 1 because it was 50% off for the deal. And they were big chillin', oblivious to what I literally told my mom after the interaction. This dang budget Walmart lady. This lady, the funny thing is Walmart's already budget and this lady is even more budget than the Walmart. That is her vibe. Aww. That is what she's giving me. She has a slick back ponytail, brown eyes, looks like she doesn't really care about anybody, about anything. About herself though, and I'll tell you why I say that. And I'm just trying to build a picture for you. The day was beautiful, but this lady's attitude was not. It doesn't bother me that much when you don't say hello after a long day because I've worked in the food service. I worked at Starbucks on and off for a few years. And they are like first people to say hi as soon as you walk in the door, and customer service is first, and build a second home here. But sometimes that's tiring though, to say hi to every single person that goes through the door. So I'm not mad when it doesn't happen, but this case, lady didn't even say hi. She surely did say something else though. The booth of the outdoor area is a little bit more, it's kind of like you have this small checkout area and then it's pretty open, and then they have the computers like on the side, and then they have the seat that they look at. She can completely avoid eye contact if she wanted to, which she did. Not only that, we put our cart where it was supposed to go. We had a few things. We had charcoal, so we had a cart. We just put it there. She walks around the cart without acknowledging us at all, acting as if we're invisible. Nothing happened before. It was like this elderly guy who had a little bit of like a neck tilt, you know? And at first I thought maybe she was concerned about him. I realize now that was me giving her the benefit of the doubt, and she did not deserve so. So, this is the lady. There's a little counter here. This is me and my mama just chilling, right? We got our cart right here. This is our cart. It's technically kind of here. She just doesn't acknowledge us, which are like right here. She just doesn't acknowledge us and walks around and doesn't say hello, doesn't say nothing, absolutely nothing. Eyes down the whole time too, but then kind of saying stuff to her coworker. So she got this like a natural style that like it emphasized her curls. I think she might have had like a few highlights done. So this coworker, I feel like if you saw her just based off perception, you would just think naturally she looks very sweet. She has like a very like rounded composure, not chiseled, not intimidating, just very like rounded, soft composure. And she had her makeup done, you know, she put in effort to going to work. She wasn't even our cashier. I think she was just moving some carts out of the way that some people left. And she had an unreadable way of holding herself at that moment. And I later think I understand why she was this way. Because she was doing her job in collecting the carts. And this white woman in a ponytail talks to her black coworker when she's collecting the carts doing her job, which by the way, the lady she was supposed to be our cashier was not doing her job. Instead, she was harassing her coworker. And do you want to know what she had the audacity to say? Do you remember that Vine? Ooh, they stealin'? Every time a black person had something in their hand, and that you'd see some security's reaction or something like that.
Cheese! He's stealing cheese! He's always doing that shit, bro.
She probably thought that was the funniest thing in the world, because she straight up tells her coworker, who is literally having 3 carts that she's moving out of the way. They don't even fit right, because right now our Lowe's is like in between carts, I guess. So they had like a blue version and a red version, and I feel like they even had a 3rd version in her cart. So she had unfitting carts. She's moving them out of the way, doing her best. And you could see her like composure was weird. It was because this lady just kept talking to her. The lady literally ignored us because she was talking to her. I don't even know when the coworker got there because I didn't really notice it at first. And she goes, "Ooh, what are you doing, stealing?" Which you know she said. You know why she said that. And you know, you want to give her the benefit of the doubt, but already she goes, "Ooh, you stealing? What are you doing, stealing?" Something like that. Something about her stealing. Which, why would you say that? Like, why would that be funny to you? It was only funny to her. It wasn't funny to me. It wasn't funny to my French mom beside me. It wasn't funny to the person of 2 races here. I'm not even sure she looked up to see. My French mom is white, and I'm gonna bring this up in a second. She is white, but she's also French. So this lady seemed cool with her when she was just white. But when she became French, she seemed to have an attitude. So after ignoring us and going like, "Ooh, she's stealing," the other coworker doesn't respond, and also her head was turned. So I don't know what her actual reaction was. I think she was just looking at the carts to be like, "These dang carts don't move. I'ma quit." Like, I feel like maybe that's what she was going through mentally. That's just me guessing. But I would be thinking that too if I was next to this lady. So I would have literally waited 10 minutes. I would have waited till after the shift. I would have figured it out. I cannot stand this type of behavior in this day and age, or any day and age. I keep backtracking because I'm still heated. Okay, so she goes. You already know now. Ooh, are you stealing? Laughs to herself. Doesn't say hello, doesn't acknowledge us. The coworker doesn't say anything. She responds, oh, what, you're not talking to me now? She's not talking to me now. That's the first thing she said to us, by the way. She's not talking to me now. Yeah, that might be because you just kind of made a racist comment. And as a black person myself and someone who's seen Martin Luther King have to take the peaceful route towards violence and things like that, you learn sometimes you gotta be more peaceful than you should in circumstances. And sometimes that's just being quiet. I think that's what she was doing. This budget Walmart, I gave her a name earlier because I was like, for some reason, she gave me a Bahuka vibe. I don't even know what that means. That is not a name, but she gave me like Bahuka, which sounds kind of like interesting. She was not. She was as bland as freaking dough before the pizza is baked. Just plain dough. No sauce, no cheese, no toppings. She just the dough. No garlic, no seasoning. She is literally dough. And a bit racist as a sprinkle on top, as a personality trait. Great. So Bahuka goes, looks at us, is like, oh, she's not talking. She doesn't even look at us. She's like grabbing the stuff in our cart now, not looking at us. She's not talking to me. Kind of like, all right, I wouldn't either. You know, that's our thought. I'm not sure if my mom read that as racist, but I immediately was like, yo, that was a bit much. The first words you said to us were literally a bit racist, so that's crazy. Not even towards us, but you will be in a second. So my mom, I think, was trying to change the subject and kind of deflect from like that awkward moment. So she's like, oh, we got the 2 flowers on sale. She just kind of like doesn't respond for a while because she realized my mom had an accent, a French accent. And she made a decision right then and there that all of a sudden, because my mom, who has a PhD, has an accent, apparently this checkout lady, Bahuka, thinks she's so much smarter based off the accent that she heard. It was baffling to me. That's why she was silent, because her next response was, oh, you mean clearance? And my mom's like, are clearance and sale not the same? Just kind of implying like, you know what I was trying to say. But I think she was just trying to pick out like, if you don't know English, don't come here. Don't be here. Then she said, and I quote, no, it's not. Almost like a child would. But as I showed you before, she is wrong. Okay, budget Walmart. Walmart doesn't even want you. And that's why you're mad at someone being exotic, beautiful, fantastic up in here. Happy. You're mad at that? That sounds like a you problem. Don't bring it on to us. And it will now continue being a you problem because you deserve that. I got on her. You do not disrespect my mom in front of me. And do racism. And then also make your coworker's life seem like hell. All in literally less than 10 minutes. No, but someone tell me why this lady, after saying all that, says, I love the lemons. The lemons on your pants. These are the lemons on my pants. I just went, thank you. Because, you know, she thinks that complimenting my pants is gonna make up for all the weird stuff she just did. My lemon pants, yeah, they're fire, I know, or else I wouldn't wear them. I'm a fire person, what can I say? And I'm gonna get you fired today. From 6 to 6:10, that was the interaction. It was pretty quick, a lot happened, like that was the whole time we were in the store. But I am literally baffled. Once she heard my mom's accent, she decides to correct my mom on the fact that clearance and sale are different. But she also doesn't elaborate because I don't think she knows the difference. I think she just wanted to pretend like she was smarter or feel like she was smarter, but in fact she did look dumb, in my opinion, to the audience here, which is me. You look like a fool. C'est fou. That's how you say that in French, by the way. It's foolish. You are foolish, man. She's still not making eye contact. So then I look at my mom like, did this bitch just say that to you? Did she? And my mom looked at her like, she just said that, did she not? And we were both just like, looking back at her. Her eyes are still down as she's very slowly scanning things. It was 4 things. Why did it take her so long? Because she wanted to make a racist remark to her coworker, because she wanted to feel like she's smarter than my French mom, because that seems to be the type of mindset this lady's in. I am speaking for her. Doesn't feel far-fetched because it's insane her demeanor changed when someone wasn't like her. But I'm pretty sure she would hate people like her too. She just seemed like a general hater. And we just don't say anything. Because, as I said, when you're in a situation, sometimes it's better just to be quiet. But as soon as I left the doors, I couldn't help but to speak. I started speaking at the highest tone of my natural voice. I cannot believe this lady just did that. Literally talking, I'm like, I know who I'm gonna do a survey for tonight. I get on my phone in the car. I'm doing the freaking survey. I literally basically reported this lady to the best of my ability. They asked for your receipt ID. They asked for the time that you're there. And I think they can identify, because they didn't have her name. I was looking for her name, and she also had a promotional card on top of her name tag because maybe she didn't want to have complaints about her very unnecessary, rude, and baffling indecent behavior that cometh before me. I couldn't help but go to you. You were the only lady at the register. Barcuda, what, Bermuda? You giving monster vibes. That's why your name is that. That's the closest thing you're acting to. So yeah, that's basically the end of the story. I took a survey. At the end of the survey, they asked, is there anything else you want to add? For everything that had to do with the checkout, with the customer service, she literally didn't do any of those things. It's not like I'm just reporting her to be rude. She did not do the bare minimum of being a human to another human. And so I let her job that gives her her checks know, because I get that type of treatment usually at Walmart. That's why I avoid Walmart. Walmart is concerning. I might tell you some stories in the future about Walmart. Oh yeah. She needs to do better. Point blank. In no world. It's not like we're in this random, we are in a city with much diversity. It's not like this is brand new to you. Literally you're with a coworker, but you make these indecent comments thinking you're funny, but you're the only one laughing. I thought we were better. I don't know. Barcuda, Bermuda. Trust me, I know this economy, the denial that we have about the situation that we are in currently and that jobs are hard. But if you are not going to act within the title of your job, if you're not going to act like a human, then don't have a job. Then go be inhumane elsewhere. Maybe where they like it. Go to a racist bar where they only like racist people. Go somewhere where you fit, because that is crazy to me. It was too much for me, and I never complain about people. As I said, I've worked in the food service for a good portion of my life. I really am not someone trying to start something, but if you are not going to be human, I hope that they at least inspect who this is, and I hope that she loses her job and she'll find another one where she's better fit, where she doesn't bring down my absolutely lovely summer day I was having to remind me of how racist this freaking world is, that you just go to Lowe's and then people's composures change once they hear an accent. And them who cannot even define the two words that they were so clearly knowing the difference of are there thinking they're way smarter than someone who is of color or someone who has an accent. And it just is, I thought we were past that a little bit. A little bit. I've seen a lot of it in my life. I thought we were past it, but then they have ladies like this. And I hope that she is not at my Lowe's location. Go to a Lowe's location where you have more people like you, I guess, because that seems to make you happier. They had this pharmacist that would serve black people before others. Not as a nice composure thing. She was scared of black people. She was scared of black people who had loud voices, especially families. The same lady. She would serve black people because she was scared of them. And I was baffled. This is another case, but similar composure, similar demeanor, similar disgustingness. I had enough. I hope she gets fired because I know I am fire. And so is my French mom, and so is that coworker that got disrespected today. And I don't think any of us deserve that. And thus, I hope that she gets instant karma. I put in the actions to do so. Please and thank you. All right, that's the end of the story. I hope you enjoyed it. It's very fresh. I'm very heated about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have a fun, interactive cinematic. And like I said, interactive. We're gonna have a poll at the end. You'll see. It's gonna be super, super fun, I promise. But yeah, that's basically the end of this story. After that, I have some K-pop reactions coming up, as well as some Quadeca reactions coming up, as well as a proposition, but you have to stay tuned to hear that. There's a lot going on in this brain. I just hope it all works out. But as long as you guys stay along, I always feel like it might. So I really do appreciate you guys being here. Y'all the best. I'll see y'all later. Is this what a WAP is? Why am I doing that? I'll see you guys in the video. Bye.